So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move, get behind the referee.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighters. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh my, that's a game changer. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Where was the defense? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wait.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds. Hold it right there. And now going for the finish. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break it.
Back at it in round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter punching. These two were made for each other. Straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Why weren't they more cautious? And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Pretty dominant round. Time for the 5th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. A straight right just misses. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Keeping those gloves, and you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
7, 8.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. And it looks like this fight will continue. match ends. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum. Let's start the sixth. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can they finish it? Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do?
Oh my God, Johnny! And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hook.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Do you believe what we are seeing? A much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What a massive upset this would be. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going to... I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. They've been beaten so badly this fight, you almost hope that it stopped, and it is. It is over. TKO victory.
Time is of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.
Up first is the Wild One from Brazil, and they hold the SCI national title.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing.
So they stare into each other's eyes. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. The straight right just misses. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Got out of the way of that right hook. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Nice idea, and that hook lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? Failing to score with that right hook. Beautiful counter punch. They both want the knockout. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Swing and a miss with that hook. Punch, counter punch. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. A lot of effort being exerted here. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Nope, that hook won't score. Missing with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The jab not finding its target. Nice counter shot. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. They both want a knockout, you can tell. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that's back at it in round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish. A boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Big whiff with the right hook. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage. Time for the 5th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both trying for a knockout. The stamina is off the charts. And he scores with the counter. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. A straight right just misses. The referee calls time, and we'll look at the cut. The referee says they're okay to fight, and we'll keep fighting. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They're going to call the doctor over in a minute to check out these cuts.
Cornerman, get your job done, do it right.
There's the bell for round 6. He just gave us one hell of a round. Let's see if they'll do it again.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
Trying to land that jab. Jab does not score. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Missing with the hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, the cut man's got some work to do in this corner.
I hope they've got a good...
There's the bell to start round 7. They just gave us a great round. Let's see if they can do it again.
What a round. What had they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. No rest for the weary. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And the wild one gets dropped. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take...
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get...
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right.
And we enter the 8th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action.
Galahad is rocked.
Thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
And down goes Galahad.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out!
So it's onward and upward after a... We are live at Valcour Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Here we have Wild One, and they do enjoy a speed advantage. And they'll be facing Sweet, and they will enjoy a power advantage, fighting in the bantamweight division.
The taller of the two needs to make sure they stay long, stay sharp, stay focused, use that reach, use those long legs to parry off, to keep the distance, keep the space between the two of them to make the fight easier.
First up we have Wild.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
And of course, we fight at... What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Double uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with that jab. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. A straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That jab won't score. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And there's the bell to start round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? What a nightmare scenario. And down goes Sweet. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfect. It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Can they? And Sweet has been dropped. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. This is a very important break. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. They're in trouble. And Sweet just got knocked down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's not forever hope. Remember the fight to Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the
Here we go to the 4th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Will the referee step in? And down goes Sweet. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up first is the one.
This bout is scheduled.
Welcome inside this unique environment. A beautiful... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. These punches coming from every angle. Beautiful counter punch. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Beautiful counter shot. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. The perfect counter lands. Bombs away. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about it. And there's the bell to start round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is a high-octane battle. They exchange punches. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. Whoa, wait a minute. This is not where Price wants to be. And now they're right back into the fray.
Few days now need...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, and Price just took a big one. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, Price has got to navigate his way out of this. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Block.
Whoa, Johnny. Oh, and Price just took a big one. Price couldn't take anymore. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Didn't land that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter. Neither fighter willing to slow down. How about that time counter shot? This boxer is a real book specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Giving us a high hold it right there, and that'll do it. Price is down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot say. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Counter punch. He misses with that straight left. Oh, Price has got to navigate his way out of this. Price crashes to the canvas. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
The corner. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. The price is wrong. He's down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
It is fully packed here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and we're going old school tonight here inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Here we have Wild One. You can see who has the power advantage. And they'll be facing the Bulldozer. As you can see, they will enjoy a reach advantage. He's fighting out of the bantamweight division. Obviously, these are the smaller weight classes we're talking about here, but these guys pack more punch than you might think.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
First up, the Wild One. All the seats have been... And there's the bell to start round one. Clean left jab. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Well done with that counter shot. That jab was blocked. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. There's a counter shot. A chance to make history. And down goes the Bulldozer. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knock.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your breath.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he... Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. He's been knocked down, but at least not... And there's the bell for round two. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Stumbling around in potholes. And that'll do it as the Bulldozer goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake. And the Bulldozer forced to the canvas. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout.